All right, this is the Live Drive Jive Archive with your host, Frank Monday, broadcasting to you live from the kingdom of the Celestial Dragon. This is the 2nd of September, 2021. I hope you are doing well today. I've got the jigglies on my camera mount. Can't be helped. I guess it could be helped, but I can't help it right now. Bummer. I miss going live on Mugbook. Nah, not really. I mean, I miss the interaction of the ideas room, but go live wherever. Who cares, right? It's all a house of cards getting blown down in the wind. It's a dumpster fire. It's you're polishing brass on the Titanic. What are you gonna fucking do? Ain't nothing you can do. Just bob and weave, baby. Roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. Wow, we got a little tuk-tuk, a little go-kart style car on the highway this morning. Isn't that cute? Going over the bridge. I do prefer this camera mount, but I don't know why it's so shaky in this car. It worked perfectly in my van. Well, perfect. Oh my God, this little tuk-tuk's pulling in front of me, doing 20. This guy's like, why shouldn't I be able to drive on the expressway? Because it's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. And it's illegal. Wow. Legality. Ha! That's just a matter of paperwork, bureaucracy. I admire your fucking courage, brah. Get on out there, get her done. Let the cards fall where they may. He's a man after my own heart. He doesn't have a license plate on his vehicle anyway. He can't get a ticket. All right? Good man. So, now that school has started back, I've been hard at it, pumping with the grind. We're running a little late on. I am running a little late on getting my syllabi together. Syllabi. You say data, I say data. You say tomato, I say tomato. You guys don't get that, but the word tomato, or if you in Chinese, the Chinese word, it sounds like motherfucker. It's tamada. So if you ever hear tamada, it actually sounds like motherfucker. So Chinese lesson for the day, right? There was a Chinese gentleman, a businessman who flew international, and he was on an American Airlines flight. And every time the flight attendant, the stewardess or steward, would walk by, because it's a boy-girl thing, you know what I'm saying, and ask him what he'd like to drink, he couldn't answer because he couldn't speak English. So one day, 10th or 15th time he'd flown internationally, he got really angry, and he said, you motherfucking asshat, in Chinese, which is tamada juice, and go to hell and die, you motherfucker, because he was angry, angry words. And the woman brought him back a glass of red juice, and he's like, what the fuck is this? Finally I get a drink, right? And he takes a little sip, and it turns out it's tomato juice, because he said tomato juice, and she's like, oh, he wants a tomato juice. I'll oblige. Some of you may be internationally, culturally, what's the word? Cosmopolitan. You may be cosmopolitan folks, meaning you've traveled internationally. And Japan, Tokyo, is a favored stomping ground among people who are interested in high tech and highly refined, delicate, handcrafted cultures and so on. textiles and all different kinds of stuff. You might enjoy the sushi. And if you do have a sushi, there is a horseradish, a Japanese green horseradish that goes with the sushi. It's really spicy. It's called wasabi. However, in Chinese, the Japanese word wasabi sounds like I'm a dummy. So if you ever want to make people laugh, if you have some Chinese colleagues, and you have to mispronounce it correctly. In Japanese, it's wasabi. I like to have a wasabi with my sushi. But if you want to make your Chinese colleagues laugh, then rather than that, you can say, "Oh, we're having sushi today," and then say, "Would you like some wasabi?" Wasabi. So you have to say it. You have to mispronounce it, but you have to enunciate it clearly. In Chinese, it's I, wa, sha, stupid, bi, which is a foul word. So I'm a stupid dummy. Yeah. Say it with pleasure. Say it with pride. Be like, wasabi. I like wasabi with my sushi and my sashimi. And I really do like it, man. It burns. But if you get a good high quality wasabi, it is delightful. Whew, I took my coffee to go this morning. I was up early and on time, but with lesson planning, today's Thursday, so today is my biggest day at the school. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are easy days. I got low class load, and so I can spend my time in the office doing lesson prep and so on. But today I've got a heavy class load, and my first class is at 8 a.m. and my last class doesn't end until 6:15 p.m. and I'm busy all day long. So let's hope I survive it, right? And I will. I'm not complaining. I love to work, and I love to I'm a sociable guy. I love to interact with people. But a lot of the students these days, I have to admit, they have become like meat golems. They come in, they pop open the iPad or the laptop, and then they're gone off into cyberspace. And it's very hard to reach them or communicate with them once they're in cyberspace. Like folks on the highway in the morning, man, they get involved with that old cell phone, and they got two fucks to give about driving correctly. Here we are, a couple of a-holes in front of me doing 60 in the 120. That's okay. Just let them do their thing. I left early enough. I thought I was going to leave early enough to get it going, but a part of my new job this time around is also making sure that everybody wakes up on time, because my son and my daughter, they have complained in the past that my wife doesn't get up. Like if I leave the house, I leave early to go to work, she doesn't get up on time to get them ready for school. And so they're like, "Daddy, is it possible if you wake us up before you leave?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I could do that." And then yesterday they're like, "Can you make us breakfast before you leave?" And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Is it the daddy's responsibility to do like absolutely everything in the household? To do all of the domestic duties, all of the career duties, all of the other subsequent lesson planning? And I think that's why I fell apart last year, beginning of the semester. It's like every single task in the home gets thrown upon me. I come home, there's no dinner ready, I gotta cook and clean, help the kids with, the one thing I don't do is help the kids with their homework. So it'll balance itself out though. Either that or I'll drop dead. motherfucker. Nah, don't sweat it. I find enough time throughout the day to find some lazy spots and chill out and do much of little. Ooh, we're running over 10 minutes. This is all I have time for the YouTubes. I love y'all good looking sexy motherfuckers out in Happy Land, but I ain't got no love for the assholes and idiots that control YouTube and Mugbook. They're dead to me. And the only reason I'm gonna keep doing these 10-minute a day for you guys out in Happy Land is to keep in touch with you and make my daily reports. Frank Monday, why don't you do the dailies anymore? Why don't you tell Mark Zuckerberg to go fucking suck a dick? Piece of shit. All right, as above, so below. I will see you in the abodes of the future. Bye for now.